Two women killed in early morning shooting in Harborview. Also, we are making today's exclusive. Police pursuing intelligence suspect in murder of 4-year-old girl. And we also have making today's exclusive. Police vows swift and decisive action following the murder of a JDF officer. And we also have making today's exclusive update also more people which you guys have been waiting on. 3 minors arrested and charged over the security threats at schools. So before we get no further in detail in these exclusives, people, me just go kindly emphasize say, yeah, all I'm lovely supporters, them should be having a great day, having a blessed day. If not, me just hope that it might turn out to be a better day for you guys down the later part of the day. Whichever time of the day or the night you guys watching this vlog, me just hope you have a peaceful and a blessed one. So now, more people, before we get no further in detail, as me emphasized before, me just go emphasize that you guys are smashing up that thumbs up button. Remember now, people, how important the thumbs up button is to over here at YouTube. Yeah, man, the faster we get the thumbs up past 1,000 likes on each video, the YouTube will automatically rank and recommend these videos within its algorithm and push out all these videos to its exclusive, and I'm talking about its law-abiding citizens. Also, remember the golden rule, which is to press that subscribe button down below the red button and press the bell that come up beside it and press all. So that's as much up an X Factor exclusive. You guys will be one of the first persons to receive it. Also, remember to share your individual thoughts within the comment section, and I personally will be responding to those comments. So now, my people, let's get more in detail in these exclusives, which you guys have been waiting on, one of which is stating that the police officers or the police team is stating that they are vowing swift and decisive actions following the murder of a soldier in Kingston last evening. So the news reaching us over here at Common Sense News Online is stating that a Jamaica defense officer was shot and killed by gunmen along Stephen Lane in Kingston last evening. Dead is 24-year-old Private Daniel Crawford of Bryan's Land District in Spalding, Clarendon. According to lawmen, at about 8:51 p.m., Crawford and a police officer were traveling in a private motor car when, after receiving a phone call, the soldiers indicated that he would be making a drop-off to a female friend along Waltham Park Road. It's reported that Crawford drove to Stephen Lane, where he exited the vehicle, leaving the police officer inside. It's reported that after a few minutes, the cop became cornered that Crawford had not returned and began calling his phone. However, those calls went unanswered. Then, officers was then summoned by a male who told him that Crawford was calling him. The cop followed the male to a premises along Stephen Lane, where further reports are that the man told the cop to enter a premises, but the officer became suspicious and refused. The man reportedly tried to pull the cop into the premises, but the officer resisted. Lawmen said the man then pointed a firearm at the officer. In response, the cop opened fire in his direction of the man while fleeing the scene. The constable then saw a group of men who opened gunfire at him. The officer reportedly ran to Waltham Park Main Road, where he was assisted by police in a marked unit. Other police were summoned and the area was searched, during which Crawford was observed lying along a roadway with gunshot wounds to his upper body and head. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. And the commander of the Area 4 Police, Assistant Commissioner Michael Phipps, has named 2 persons of interest in relation to the gun attack. He is urging Kim and Diddy to report to the police immediately. ACP Phipps said that the killing of a member of the security force will be met with a very strong response. He said the police stand with the family, friends, and colleagues of Private Daniel Crawford. So basically, people, John was star, another man get tricked by a woman, another man get led astray by females. Not saying that all females are dangerous, but when you're a member of the security forces and you're dating women from in these inner city, remember now, these women are criminal themselves, most of them, if not all. You get me? I say, if they involved in a criminal activity, they are all criminal minded. They might not involve in it first and then, but me I tell you, them have some ties, some relationship to some form of criminals or some form of criminal elements. And people, this goes as far to show you that these criminal elements don't have no heart, them don't have no care, and they do not definitely have any fear. You understand? Them plan to trick this policeman, and this policeman brought his colleague on the move, or the soldier man bring him colleague up on the move, and as I may say, the 2 of them automatically would have gotten tricked if that police wasn't suspicious and staying in that car. Yeah, man, the 2 of them would have get unalive, people. So right now, as I may say, my condolences to the soldier, to the private who lost his life and his family. Likewise, at the same time, I hope the other team member, the other member of that car, the occupant, the other police officer, he could pinpoint anybody who he saw, especially the man who pointed the firearm at him. I wouldn't mind him could have make out him face if an identification parade for take place or a raid for take place in the Walton Park area of Stephen Lane. Because me I got tell you down there for Stephen Lane, especially that girl who called the man down there for come check him. Remember me tell you man, it now go pretty. And as you hear what the commissioner say, yeah man, it the response to the police them are going to give, it will be very fatal, it will be very rough, it will be very strong and dangerous. Because as I may say, we always know say when we hear the police and criminal elements in a shootout, are always the criminal elements them turn out on the shut eye country, you understand? But this time, as I may say, unfortunately, the soldier lost his life due to, as I said, deceiving people, brother, because nothing more than this girl and the man them plan up to analyze the man and take away him firearm from him or rob him. Something of that sort took place. So basically, them trick the man, kill the man, and the man friend almost died. Right now, me I tell you that youth will follow the soldier go up and that they move there. That youth is very much grieving right now. That youth is very much angry. And me I tell you, maybe them even take him off a frontline duty. Maybe he even vow or vouch for that case because this man really and truly have something against Uno down there on Walton Park Road. And me I tell you, me guarantee you, before the next 3 to 4 days, we are going to hear about more than one, more than two criminal elements involved in this incident. Yeah, man, them get sent off to the shut eye country, either by the Dan himself, or go shoot them out, just in order for the police them to come tear up down there, or the police officers them are going to do them in detail investigation and totally eradicate these dirty criminal rugrats, these heartless human beings. As I say, we would even classify them as human beings. Them are walking dead. You understand? Because basically, them not really have no sense. Oh, if you tell me, say, have it now, no heart or no mind, if you put gun to the soldier's head. And as I said, John Star, look how the youth young. Me even remember that the youth is just 24-year-old, brother. You understand? The youth come from way a Clarendon. You understand? And he maybe stationary, maybe have friends down there in Kingston based because of his job, being a soldier. Him get to know friends and females and people down there in the Kingston space. And look how he treat the youth. The youth out there try to make him parents and him family proud by serving and protecting the country. And look how this that gala and him friend them treat the youth and make them kill the youth. Almost kill the other youth. Really and truly, people, me need to share your thoughts on this incident while we get more in detail in the other exclusives, which you guys have been waiting. And as I may say, the police is pursuing intelligence on the suspects involved in the murder of the 4-year-old girl. So the news reaching us over here at Common Sense Online, people, is stating that the head of the Manchester Police, Superintendent Kerry Duncan, says detectives are close to making a breakthrough in the murder of 4-year-old Sanaya O'Brien, days after the child and her father were attacked by gunmen in the land settlement near Royal Flats in the parish. We have identified some persons who we believe can help us. I don't want to call their names at this point, but we have identified some persons. He said during Thursday's monthly meeting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation, it is believed, based on our intelligence or investigation, that this child was not the target of this attack at all, added Duncan. On Monday, a senior police source told the Observer that detectives theorized that the gun attack may be linked to overseas crime players. Also, it is stated that Superintendent Duncan is urging those involved in the shooting incident to surrender to the police. Also, I implore persons to find an amicable way of resolving their issues other than violence. We recognize that this child was a victim of the circumstances, so I want to appeal to the persons who are so involved to appeal to your conscience to say that you made a mistake and you want to accommodate the conversation. So feel free to come into us because we are saying we have the information, we have the intelligence, and we are certainly will be leaving no stones unturned, he said. So right now, people, it is also stating that the police here are theorizing that Sunday's killing of a 4-year-old girl in a gun attack in land settlement near Royals Flat may be linked to overseas crime players, as detectives believe the child's father was the intended target. We are following some strong leads and we believe, like all the other cases, we are going to make a breakthrough very soon. It is a very unfortunate situation and the gunmen fired indiscriminately on a bus with 3 children and the man in it. When the man was in the intended target, we could have had 3 dead based on the indiscrimination of the criminals. We have it that there is an international connection to it with some overseas players, a highly placed police source told the Jamaica Observer and also Common Sense Online on Monday. 4-year-old Sanaya O'Brien, otherwise called Summer, was murdered when the gunmen ambushed a black Toyota Voxy in the land settlement, opening fire on the vehicle about 4:20 p.m. Both Sanaya and her father were rushed to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Up to press time on Monday, her father remained admitted in serious conditions. Also, it is stated that on Sunday, grieving family members, relatives, both the child and her father, huddled outside the hospital's accident and emergency department as they watched detectives process the vehicle with the lifeless body of the child inside a parking spot next to the hospital's morgue. Others waiting update as doctors stabilized the child's father. On Monday, there was a somber mood at the Mount St. Joseph Preparatory on Manchester Road in Mandeville, my bad people, where Sanaya had started K1 last September. Flowers and a name plaque were placed on a desk in her memory. Vice Principal Lorraine Brown Knight said teachers underwent counseling sessions. We had support from West Indies College Prep and a briefing with the children. We also had sessions with the staff as we have a staff member who also lost a relative on Friday, said Brown Knight. The school administrator recounted a recent interaction with young Sanaya. She had physical education last week, and because it was so cold, we had to take it indoors. She left her class and came to give me a hug, and she was talking to me, Brown Knight shared. Junior Minister in the Education Ministry and Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Crawford, as well as Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell, condemned the murder of the child. As it relates to the incident, I know that the police are following some careful leads, so I won't comment further. I just want to remind my constituents to be alert, stay as safe as possible, and report what you know to the police, said Crawford. Also, she said the police have given assurance that a thorough investigation is underway to track down those responsible for Sanaya's murder. I have been in contact with our commanding officer for the parish, Superintendent Kerry Duncan, just the general concern about the crime situation in the parish. We have to continue to encourage more like of the community to share what they know with the police. What is comforting when these incidents occur is the swiftness in terms of their response of the police, as confirmed by the commanding officer, said Crawford. They have persons in custody relating to the incident last week with the four shootings. As it concerned the 4-year-old who has lost her life, an innocent child, of course we mourn with the family. As Member of Parliament, I just want to assure my constituents that the police are in control. They are fully aware of what has been taking place. They have heightened the security measures and will continue to heighten those measures as the need arises, added Crawford. She is warning youngsters to shun criminal activities. To the young men generally, I think we have gotten to the place where we realize that crime doesn't pay, and the very sad and unfortunate part of this is that very often we have to have the innocent people who fall victims of crime that they have no involvement, it said Crawford. We are very serious about reducing the crime rate in this parish and the country, and I know that the police will be working overtime to get this monster of crime back under control in this parish and this constituency, added Crawford. Mitchell labeled the incident as a tragic and senseless killing. This is not just a loss for one household, it is a wound felt throughout land settlement and across Mandeville. I strongly urge residents to remain calm and to reject any form of retaliation. Violence will openly deepen our sorrow and place more innocent lives at risk, he said in a statement Monday morning. He also urged anyone with information to assist the police investigation to come forward. I appeal to anyone involved in this incident or anyone with information to cooperate fully with the police and the justice system. Allow the lawful process to take its course so that accountability and justice may be properly served, he said. No grievance, no dispute, and no anger can ever justify harm to a child. In this moment of profound grief, let us stand together as one community, protecting our children, supporting the bereaved, and recommitting ourselves to peace, justice, and healing in the Royal Flash Division, added Mitchell. So basically, as we want to see people, this one really and truly cut up the justice system, cut up the police force, and cut up the Mandeville community on a whole. As I may say, the criminal elements, them who is said to be linked to this incident that cost this 4-year-old child's life, caused her father to be seriously injured, seriously hospitalized. It is said to be linked to the criminal playgrounds over there in the foreign. Yeah, you understand, overseas criminal players. You understand? And as I may say, the intended target is said to be the child's father. At the same time, the child was in the car, and also two other childs also. And as I may say, people, it is just as factful we say these criminal elements who the police them say them labeled as them know more and the police officers them to totally eradicate these criminals based because as I may say them unalived a 4-year-old and also Two more other little warrior did in the car. Two more child were in that vehicle, could have lost their lives. You understand? And only the 4-year-old little baby lose her life. Not saying the father should have lost his life, but I'm just showing you that look all these criminals are not thinking. Them shoot up the bus now, people not knowing that the kids may be in the vehicle. Maybe some to my time, them have the knowledge that the pitting them gone up with the father. Them just don't care. You understand? And when you check a start look there, you analyze the little baby and leave the father suffering from gunshot wounds when the father was the intended target. So this is showing us that uno na heart, uno na mind, and uno really and truly done say true, just like how uno sing the song them so uno done, brother. Uno really and truly are some fool, brother. And when police catch dirty criminals, elements, dirty criminal rugrat like uno, them to make sure say you guys are totally eradicated, you guys are totally removed from our society, brother, because criminal elements like uno show remorse. Criminal elements like uno may be not emphasize to the people them over here at Common Sense News, you know. We be not tell them say them dirty criminals and show remorse, you know. Them not care for the baby on the breast, them a kill or the old lady with the walking stick or the innocent, you know, bro. Once them get a job for come to you or them have something against you, them not care if you have the baby in your hand, the baby there, your foot, old lady there on them a come kill everything, the post, the dog, the cat, the rat, everything them a kill. That's why we tell the police officers there, them say, once uno got proof, concrete evidence, can prove that these dirty criminal rugrats are involved in criminal activities, get rid of them once and for all, totally eradicate them, remove them from our country, remove them from our society, send them to the shut-eye country, man. Them need to go up in the graveyard, them, man, in the mark, them. Because as Mr. J-Lo's too good for them dirty criminal rugrats, them can't get easy life. 3 meals a day behind the bars that no bills to pay, and I eat hard-working taxpayers' money. We, the same taxpayers, when we release them back in a society, we them a come take said pan, we them a kill off. No, it not go work out. That's why we been emphasize that the police them need to pull up them socks and start get rid of these criminal elements by any means necessary. You see me? So people make curious to know what you guys think about these criminal elements that we have talked about so far. Remember to share your individual thoughts within the comment section, and I personally will be starting a conversation. We personally will be responding to those comments. Remember, the family over here at Common Sense News people is very interactive within the comment section. So know that, feel free to know that when you leave a thought in the comment section, we all will be reasoning within the comments. So leave your thoughts down there and I will get to them. At the same time, I go emphasize you guys are smashing up that thumbs up button. Remember how important the thumbs up is over here on YouTube. The faster we get the thumbs up on each video past 1,000 likes will be the faster YouTube automatically ranks and recommend the videos and push it out to more law-abiding innocent citizens so they could get these updates needed to better protect themselves and their loved ones from these criminal activities, likewise these criminal rugrats. Also, my people, remember now, guess what? More want to tell a friend here over here at Common Sense News on YouTube and also on TikTok is the place to be for the latest and the factual confirmed news only. So feel free to come over here at the family and join the family friendly vlogs, meaning, you know, we're always respectable to our kids, respectable to our adults, respectable to our peers. So our videos, our vlogs, our news updates, so we do over here at Common Sense News is very child friendly, it's very adult friendly, and even the baby on the breast can listen to our vlog because we do it so simple that everybody can understand what is really and truly taking place within our Jamaican society. So right now, people, you guys supposed to know we're not going to link up on this one exclusive. At the same time, we're going to just jump more in detail in the exclusive, which you guys have been waiting. And as I said before, 3 minors have been arrested. Yeah, man, based on the school threats that will take place the other day. So the news reaching us over here at Common Sense News Online is stating that 3 minors are now facing criminal charges after a string of security threats forced school to evacuate and spark panic across several campuses since the start of the year, according to police. COP says the youngsters, whose identities are being withheld because of their ages, have been charged with the use of computer for malicious communication and created public mischief following multiple security scares between January and February 2026. According to investigators, the threats disrupted classes and triggered emergency evacuations at affected schools, sending students, teachers, and parents into a frenzy. Each incident also required heavy deployment of police personnel, members of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, and other emergency responders to secure the institution and ensure the safety of everyone on campus. Head of Communications, Forensic, and Cybercrime Division, Deputy Superintendent Maurice Goody, warned the persons using technology to spread fear will face serious consequences. According to Section 9 of Jamaica Cybercrimes Act, a person commits an offense if they use a computer to send any data to another person that is obscene, constitutes a threat, or is menacing in nature with the intention to harass, cause harm, or the apprehension of harm to any person or property said good. We are taking a zero tolerance approach to breaches of this act and are urging the public to be more digitally responsible. Making a threat is a criminal offense regardless of whether it is intended as a joke or prank, and irrespective of whether an explosive device actually exists, he added. Good also noted that if threats are directed at public institutions such as school, additionally charges could be laid depending on the circumstances and the level of disruptions caused. Police says investigations into similar incidents are still ongoing. In the meantime, law enforcers are urging parents to closely monitor their child's or children's online activities and educate them about the serious legal consequences of cyber-related crimes. Schools and other institutions are also being encouraged to play a more active role in teaching students about the danger and long-term impact of making threats online. Members of the public who have informed about persons involved in these activities are being asked to contact Crime Stop at 311, the police emergency 119, or the nearest police station. So basically, people now, with these three minors involved, are with these minors who the police them have now laid serious charges against because of some explosive threats that was made against schools from January this year to February. As I may have said, them get what them deserve. Young is the age where we have to try to break the neck of these youths turning into criminal elements. And from we see a little spark of light in them where show we say them have plans to turn criminal, them are deal with criminal activities. We have to break the neck of it from the tree young. We have to bend the tree. I understand what people say right now. As I may say, we not go elaborate too much on these minor. We just update to know about them so the parents them out there can warn their children. Because and the biggest reason why we're not going to elaborate a lot on it, because we want only to just warn our children's, warn them, update them, and just encourage the youth themselves. Leave crime and violence, leave menacing behavior alone, leave certain trouble alone, brother. Time and the day is too upgraded for the youth them are pre-crime and violence as a way out. Too much opportunities out there for the youth them of this day and age, as me meant to say before. Yeah man, opportunity there in every space, everywhere. Me talk about legal opportunities where the youth them can earn a living, make a better life for them, even their family members, for them a plan to get involved in a crime and violence, which they only pay them to get out of that is a death certificate or a JLO certificate, brother. You understand me? I say so the youth them just know say we just come out here for one, you know. Youths and youths, you better wanna you look young youth them, you better wanna look girls and try to get an education, try to get a good job and live some nice life, live some happy life. Likewise the females them wanna just try to get something in on the head that's man not for use, you know. Man not for take on turn no fool. You understand? And you can find on own a way out, because independence is the way to go. When a person is independent legally, me attack, it feels so comfortable, it feels so soothing to the soul. You know how it feels as a young youth to get your life straightened, get your life sorted out from your early. That's in the old stage. You don't have your thing well planned out, your thing well laid out. You understand? Them they are the little meditation I'm have to give you. Use them. Them they are the little word of education or word of advice I'm have to give you guys. Just for know, say guess what, crime and violence won't pay you guys more than the youths and the females them who involved in it. Either wanna go to prison or wanna dead. Straight me I tell you no, me not pretty it up or hide it. You understand? So youths and youths, you know, just wise up. At the same time, I want all of my lovely supporters who are parents. You don't have to be parents either. Once you know, say you have family members and friends, you just give the youth them in the comment section a word of advice. Let them know, say, yo, there's more to life than getting yourselves involved in crime and violence. You see me? So I look forward to see all of those comments of you guys, whether parents are not giving the youth them just a word of encouragement. Make them know say better life out there for live, man, than to be a criminal rugrat. You understand? At the same time, we get more in detail in the exclusive of all exclusives, which you guys have been waiting on, which is stating that the police have literally proven that these criminal elements aren't persons with heart. Yeah, because them couldn't have heart if you know really and truly know where them boy are down at Harbour View last night, people. The boy them go down at Harbour View and go lick down two woman people, and me I say like two woman, you know, left from baby now, gone a woman again. So me I try to show you say them boy there in a early morning shooting, go down in the Harbour View, go kill off them two woman. Yeah man, Miss Myrna and Miss Phyllis, you know, a real wicked boy. boy. Remember me tell you, remember me tell you this day and name, day and age. Remember say Miss Myrna did 82 a year. I remember say Phyllis I just 37. Yeah, I remember me telling you, so when the police hold whoever is responsible for this criminal activity that took place down there in Harborview, yeah man, that shall be your portion. Shut eye country will be your final destination because jail was too good for you. So now people, we are going to jump more in detail in this exclusive which you guys have been waiting and me want to say bless up for all of my supporters them who has yet reached this far in the vlog. Me know so they are attentively, they are responsibly. At least we are going now with Jamaican society so we can better protect ourselves from these criminal rugrats. So at the same time, I gotta just take a small minute for just emphasize that you guys are smashing up that thumbs up button. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up button, if you haven't smashed that like button as yet, remember just let's help get it to 1,000 likes quick and fast so that YouTube could automatically rank and recommend them video and push them on to more youths, more law-abiding citizens, more innocent people so them can get the updates them and see what go on now Jamaican society so them can better protect themselves and their loved ones from these type of criminal activities like from these criminal rugrats. Also, my people remember now the golden rule, which by now you guys supposed to know that the golden rule is to press that subscribe button down below, press the bell beside it and press all. So that's as me drop an X Factor exclusive, you guys will be one of the first persons to receive it. Remember to share your individual thoughts within the comment section and I, your host Common Sense, likewise the family over here at Common Sense News, will be personally responding to those comments. So now my people will get more in detail in these exclusive which you guys have been waiting on, the special one which you guys have been waiting on, which is stated that 2 women was killed in early morning shooting in Harborview. So the news is stating that shockwaves rippled through the Bayshore Park community in Harborview on Thursday after an early morning shooting left 2 women dead. The deceased have been identified as 37-year-old Phyllis Munchie Powell and also 87-year-old Myrna Robinson, who are believed to be relatives. According to the Corporate Communications Unit (CCU) of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF), both women were fatally shot during the incident. Investigators remains at the scene for several hours processing evidence as the probe continues. When details surrounding the circumstances of the attack have not been disclosed, residents report hearing loud explosion consistent with gunfire in the early morning hours. The women were later found with gunshot wounds. Police have not indicated a motive for the killings. The latest incident brings to 6 the number of females murdered in Jamaica this week, including a 4-year-old girl, heightening concerns about ongoing violence affecting women and children across the island. The police are appealing to anyone with information that may assist in the investigation to contact the Harborview Police or Crime Stop at 311. Up to February the 7th, the Kingston East Police Division have recorded 1 murder. So right now, people, as you see, these criminal elements, man, them not have no heart. So as on hear the boy them go kill off the 2 women them down there in the early morning in a Harborview. And I know enough people are going to just get up and say, come on, sen. For you see man them come kill the woman them, especially in the morning. As something the woman them do, something them know, something them see and them not fit talk, so them come get rid of them. Whatsoever the woman they want do or do, whatsoever they want involved in, that not give no dirty criminal rugrat to come kill off the people them. Tell me what 82-year-old woman are going to do if involved in a dirty criminal rugrat dirty local crime life or crime and violence life. The woman have nothing to do with what we know and the 37-year-old woman have. So when you come kill off the people them granny for the people them mother, the people them great grandmother. The woman that try to live for 100-year-old and dirty stinking criminal rugrat. Sorry about that people, but that is just how angry me be. When me think about how at least these criminals are getting, and as you guys heard what the news reach Common Sense News is stating, there has been an uptrend in violence across our country, across kids and women. And when we see the dirty criminal elements, them take said pan the weaker links them in a Jamaica, with the weaker links them in our society like the woman and pity them, we have to say, no man, a stoppage has to be put to this. So we are emphasized once more so the police officers them pep up them step, hurry up man, make ears and help we get rid of these dirty criminal elements. Because the faster we move, and the faster we get rid of them, and the less crime and violence are going to take place in a Jamaican society. But if it's slower we move, and the more innocent people them are going to kill, and the more innocent people them are going to take set pan, and that is going to force innocent people to get involved into crime and violence because they are being pressured by these criminal rugrats, which you guys not really understand because we get to find out that most of uno grow up in a scheme, most of uno grow up in an upscale community which is not troubled or plagued by crime and violence and criminal rugrats. So now like how uno have a little essence from persons who understand what really and truly take place in the garrison or take place in these criminal plague or crime plague areas. You don't need for really and truly pep up on a step. You don't really and truly need for help the society get rid of them criminals, and all of the community members them will have information which could lead to the police officers getting rid of the dirty criminal rugrats. Who no need to also get up off on a lazy backside and carry the information to the police officers them, so them can speed up the investigations and totally eradicate these dirty criminal heartless rugrats. You understand me? So once more again, from when you hear the voice, you know your host Common Sense Online telling you guys to make sure so now stay blessed. You guys know me just bring forth this news update as a brief one, just so you guys could get a quick update on what is really and truly taking place within the Jamaican constituency. So right now, as me I say, my people, we just want to hope say all of you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Once more again, your host Common Sense is telling you guys to stay blessed, stay out of all of these criminal rugrats. So yeah, man, my people, enough love and enough respect, man. I'm out.